Hello, everyone. This is the Nameless One, and today we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me today Cameo, Ice, Cold, Wind, Nez, and nope, no Moon. So, just these guys. It's okay, we're used to it. He abandons us all the time. I kid. Anyways. Before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. For those of you that watch my Twitch, I will be going live after this. We're going to play some Marvel Rivals with friends. After that, I'm just like forgetting where I'm going with the sentence on everything, apparently. After the stream, or the next week,
Rivals with friends.
next week, we will be doing the usual schedule. So if you're interested to see what the usual schedule looks like, check out the Discord. More on how to support the channel at the end. For now, let's go ahead and do the recap.
Got it.
You were practicing and everything before, like, bro, really?
You get to do the recap.
My confidence went through the roof, and now it's like underneath the ground.
Well, perfect time to do the recap.
Ah, God damn it.
You didn't practice for this.
Last time on Heart of Darkness, we ended up getting transported, after dealing with everything that happened in the last Dread Realm, which was crazy, by the way, if you missed that. But anyway, we ended up getting transported into a fiery Dread Realm, where we ended up we found a boat, and we sailed across the waters. After Cameo, Nez, and nearly everyone else found a drum and played with the drum. But anyway.
We did not sail away. I will clarify that right now.
Yeah.
Wait, did we not sail?
How?
No.
No, you removed the drum and went inland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we went inland, and after a bit of traveling, we came across a village of burnt not Nyrics. What are you again, kiddo?
Charred Kirin corpses.
Yeah, there we go. Charred Kirin corpses. No footprints leaving the village or anything like that. So.
That's wrong.
That's
There
what I
were-
was.
Yeah, there was a whole set of footprints leaving the town that we were following because they were the band of genocidal ponies.
Yeah, the kind of what was happening as we, from village to village, the tracks became more and more clear.
So what happened after that then?
Basically, we were kind of still traveling, got to one of the villages, kind of people thinking and using memory and stuff like that, and remembered some of the history of this era, which was basically a near extinction event inflicted on the Kirin.
And that is what happened last time.
Yep.
We're still trying to catch up to the peoples.
Yeah, the host.
Hopefully get ahead of them.
Okay. So, you guys are continuing your journey, and up ahead you see what appears to be a large crystalline formation. It looks kind of ominous. And there's lots. The crystals are all a kind of bloody red color. It seems to be their natural color, almost like it was a. I think ruby is the red gemstone.
Mhm.
One
It's
of them.
one of them.
It is.
One of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a geologist, so we're just gonna go with like a ruby color.
It's a reasonable color to choose.
Do you guys want to investigate?
I'm going to look at Crystal. I mean, not Crystal. Phoenix, and ask.
Crystal hasn't been here for a long time. Actually, I don't know if Crystal has ever been here.
I'm looking at Phoenix. Can you tell us what? Can you tell what kind of crystal that is?
She can send her little spectral phoenix forward and see if she knows geology.
That would be a nature roll.
A nature. Crystals are also generally magical-ish related. 13.
They do seem to be not natural crystal formations. If you roll me a quick arcana as well, I can give you some more information. Don't you get advantage?
That's weird. Yeah, I do. I forgot to click the button though. The 30.
So, these crystals, you don't recognize them from like a specific spell or anything like that. They are magical in nature, but they just, that's kind of where you're coming up blank. Like there's not a fabricate spell that should be making fantastical crystals and things like that. This seems to be some sort of, like, for lack of a better way to describe it, an innate ability of a creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there aren't very many that are known for that, other than, say, maybe a gem dragon,
Mm-hmm.
which, based on your studies, should not be native to this area.
No. Well, it's definitely some sort of magical crystal in origin. I would have to probably be closer to figure out more, and I don't know if I know where this is from.
Well, it's red. Maybe our valiant leader should go over there and touch it.
What? Touch it?
Yeah, it's
What
red.
does
I
red have to
mean,
do with that?
it's red. He can turn his whole body into fire. So maybe he'll be okay and won't burst into flames like everything else around us.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but I take it the host was heading straight for that tower.
Well, it's not a tower, it's just like an area that has been... this crystal formation has kind of popped up.
I kind of doubt that's a fire ruby.
Fine, I'll go test it then. I'm gonna walk over there and pour some alcohol on it.
That's actually a pretty decent test.
So when you pour it on there, there's like a hissing and popping sound, but it doesn't seem like heat.
It's safe.
I'm not sure that sounds safe.
It's a bold assertion.
Okay, I'll clarify. Are there still lots of hoof prints around here?
Yes, it looks like the host passed through this, and some of the hoof prints are cut off in such a way that it would imply that the host passed through first, and then the crystals appeared.
So, like, they pass over where the crystals are?
Well, like they propped up behind the host.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
interesting.
Can I cast resistance on myself and then just like mess with the crystals, like just
You're reaching out to touch one?
yes.
So as you do that, you start to see a black electric looking energy start to accumulate around where you're going to touch. Do you still want to touch?
This is when I pull back and take out a pokey stick.
There is no reaction when you touch it with the stick.
Aha.
Oh. Okay, I see how this is. Touch it with my hand anyway.
Make
But
a
very, very softly.
make a Constitution saving throw. So you will take
And
half
then
of
I
this.
add the D4.
Oh, you add a D4? Do that.
It's 17. It's not gonna do much.
You will take half of this. For everybody else, goes to touch it. Black electricity arcs out and across her body. Every single hair she has is standing on end, and you can smell the scent of burnt hair, but she seems to be mostly okay.
I'm gonna gently.
Was that more necrotic or just magical electricity?
It was more necrotic in nature.
Fascinating. Do we have enough new information to justify an investigation check?
No. Not quite.
Intrusive thoughts attack. I make an intelligence save.
What is it? What is this intrusive thought? Are you about to lick the crystal?
I almost do. I'm definitely. Melrose is definitely thinking about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and move Coral away from the crystal.
Coral swats you away.
You shouldn't. Apparently, it is not safe to touch the crystal.
Are you guys going to move into the crystal formation? Because there is spaces where you can enter it.
There are.
Yes.
Yeah, Kendall will start following the tracks.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and roll a sanity saving throw.
All of us?
If you are entering, yes, with the exception of Coral.
I'm
I will
entering, but
follow.
also using the little phoenix to go overhead so we don't walk into a dead end or anything stupid like that. Sanity.
So we just need Mel. Are you staying outside, or are you going in with everybody else?
I guess I'm going in.
Then you need to make the sanity as well.
Okay.
And then there's just me on the outside, like, I'm going.
So
Everybody just spontaneously decides, yes, we're walking in there.
Why is everyone else so good at sanity saves all of a sudden?
Because we heard the word sanity saves and decided to put points in there.
Yeah.
yeah, because we have a 7, an 8, and a 7.
Yeah, but like, how do
Yeah.
you gain proficiency in that? Did you like spend the?
You get lucky with your rolls.
Yeah, heckin' resilience feat or something.
It's resilient.
Yeah, to get proficiency.
So for the 3 that rolled the higher 18 and above, this place kind of makes your skin crawl in a very uncomfortable way. But you're able to continue. Melrose, not only do you feel straight up nauseous walking into this area, everything about it is just wrong feeling.
I guess I stop in the doorway. Are we sure about going in here?
Well, and where else can we go?
Away but forward.
I think I'll wait outside.
You sure? I mean, you just have to make sure you don't touch the crystals.
No, I'm sure. Let me know if you find anything. I head back out.
So,
I thought about pushing him in, but I'm not.
Phoenix, roll me a Arcana.
Arcana. Got a 30.
Given the druid's reaction and given how you feel about this area right now, it seems like you are stepping on what is unhallowed ground.
That would make sense. Yes.
That is. That
Out of
feels like a
character,
stretch
that's
in
bad.
logic. I don't know.
What was that,
Out
man?
of character.
I don't know. The logic seems a little disconnected.
You were technically a good aligned creature. Still, because unlike Coral, your deity is neutral rather than evil. So
I don't know how that connects to being a druid so much, though.
Well, druid is
just
also generally
specific flavor of druid you are.
unhallowed ground is going to be somewhere like naturally that druids are not going to feel comfortable because it is not natural. And that is the reason why I specifically pointed out druid.
I mean, hallowed ground isn't exactly natural either. It's unhallowed is more just unholy.
Yes, and it is generally more of a perversion rather than preservation. Hallowed ground is generally going to be something that even a druid is capable of creating if you go for the more religious styled druids. D&D druids less so, but unhallowed ground is something that generally, if something is creating unhallowed ground, it's something that even a druid, like druids, clerics, paladins, and warlocks would be a lot more at home normally. Druids, clerics, and paladins are going to have a lot more issues with unhallowed grounds if they are not evil aligned.
Sure. But, like, again, like, I'm a spore druid, and I've been, like, touched by a god of death. I'm not sure I am the best to...
Well, Phoenix's reasoning here is that she feels icky about this location, and the druid, which druids are generally more connected to the land, is feeling especially icky.
And correction, you were touched by a god of decay and entropy, which is a neutral aligned deity. And he's also just a demigod.
Yeah, still.
He didn't turn you into a paladin or a cleric, so you're not fully connected to him. It's just you're a worshiper of him.
Kinda, sorta, I guess. I haven't actually done any worshipping.
Given that he is a demigod, the fact that you acknowledged him is good enough for him at the moment. Actual deities would want full-on worship. Demigods, they're a little more loose in my setting because it's like they need followers more than they need the pure worship. Because he basically has 2 people that follow him as of right now. So
Isn't it usually the opposite, where like that kind of like lesser deity would have warlocks instead of clerics,
not
and that's kind of more of a commitment.
warlocks are different. They don't necessarily provide the kind of things a worshipper of any kind would. They provide a contract. It's a tit for tat kind of deal. Whereas a cleric is they provide more for a deity.
I would wager it's the other way around. It's just that gods have a larger following, whereas like a lesser deity with like a warlock patron would only have a couple of warlocks, as opposed to like dozens or hundreds of clerics.
Either way, we're getting a bit into the weeds here, so we're gonna continue. See,
Yeah.
unhallowed ground, uncomfortable feelings.
Yes.
You can attempt an investigation, though I will still say that you have incomplete information, Phoenix.
Yeah.
So it is. I am going to give you information based off of what you have so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she can deduce, like, the most practical information is that this is not ideal grounds if we want to fight the host, probably. And we probably don't want to travel here for very long. Because it's just not ideal.
Is she saying this to Kindle?
Yeah.
Kindle, do me a favor, roll me a
Okay.
quick perception.
Perception?
Yes.
Okay, perception.
So through the so the crystals are very easy to see through, though the more layered they are, the more difficult it gets. But you see something. It's not moving from what you can tell, but there is something up ahead.
Kindle's creative squints. Let's see what that is first. Then we'll leave and go around.
Okay. Is anybody else following Kindle?
I will go with.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be stuck there. I'm gonna go with them.
So, Kendall, I need you to roll me a disadvantage sanity saving throw. So, Phoenix, as you guys walk up, Kendall just kind of freezes as you step in behind him and realize that he's looking at himself. You can only sort of tell it's him, but after a moment you realize that you're looking at how Kendall died, and it was not pleasant. He is currently thoroughly impaled by these crystals. And based on the shape of it, it looks like whatever made the crystal formation did it in response to Kindle, which, based on what's left of the of his remains, has been here for several days. The blood has dried, and he has just started the very early stages of decay. He also is faced in a direction that would imply that he was attempting to flee. Kindle, your brain has basically just stopped working.
Is this just like a vision that that he's seeing, or is it just
No,
like?
I think this
we are
is the
literally
actual
looking at
dead
the body.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
whoa.
lovely and fragrant because of how long it's been out here.
Great. Phoenix is going to just kind of push him in the other direction.
He doesn't
We're
even
going back.
remotely resist.
I'm gonna go back with them. But first, does the body have anything on it? Is it like?
Loot that body.
That's what I'm gonna do.
For the most part, no, there's just the axe that Kindle originally joined the party with.
Oh, just his original axe, so I'll leave it there and follow them.
Sad, no twinsies.
So, you guys get back to the rest of the group. For Quarrel and Mel,
Mhm.
Kindle looks like he's seen a ghost, for lack of a better way to describe it. And he is basically catatonic at this point.
Given the fact that even Coral gets afraid of ghosts, yeah, no, she goes to him. Oh my gosh, was there like an actual ghost? What the heck? What the fuck happened?
Wait, is Quirrell afraid of ghosts? Because I'm
Yes.
pretty
Yeah.
sure you're like actively haunted and friends with a ghost.
No, that's
no,
a fake.
Coral. Yeah, Coral doesn't think of her as a ghost, especially because there's like so many different factors as to why.
Easy answer is that she is actually Fae.
Okay.
Sadly, that storyline got fucking derailed by the other half of it just vanishing. So, but yeah, she is actually just a Fae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to so right now your Kieran is kind of unresponsive, and the others are going to need to explain what happened.
You got the explanation on this one, Phoenix, or should I?
Yeah.
Did you lick the
He
crystal?
saw his original body dead.
He's broken.
So he's
In a manner of speaking.
Coral pats him,
More like a zombie.
but his whole body is right here.
Who was actually in the party when Plagueheart resurrected him?
Wait, when did that happen?
Melrose.
Then
Oral.
I think the only one that wouldn't know that is Arya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Arya came during the whole changeling thing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
so yeah.
I know he was resurrected, but that's always like different from like being ghost. But if his body is there, then was he actually properly resurrected? What is going on? I am confused.
So
I think the best way to explain it is we're in a dread realm, which is based off of historical events. So we're basically, in a way, seeing a vision of what happened, but it's like kind of more realish.
Can Coral try to lift him real quick?
I mean, yeah.
Do I have to do rolls?
I mean, you've picked up me and Phoenix plenty.
He's roughly
Y'all are
around the same
small,
size. But The majority of the party is roughly around the same size, with the exception of you and Otto. Otto is smaller, technically.
No, I always thought he was huge, like tall.
Tall for an owl.
On the short side.
I think
Emphasis on tall for
I think
an owl.
Phoenix is the smallest, and then Otto, by weight, would be right next to Phoenix, basically,
He needs to
Yeah.
be tiny.
because
You don't
Otto's a bird.
Bird mode.
forget we have other Kieran with us. Nebula.
Yeah.
Well, Nebula.
Alto.
I'm not. Nobody's picking up Nebula without a struggle, so I wasn't even including her. Because Nebula is almost as tall as our 8-foot friend here.
Well, dang.
And she's not bipedal.
Yeah.
So
So,
Coral picks me up.
Yeah. Bro, like, picks you up and, like, rocks you a bit. It's gonna be okay. It's... I can't say it's not weird or anything. It definitely fucking is. Dread realms are nightmares on their own. But you have us. And we got this together. So, you guys think there's another way around this? Because we're not going back in there.
I'm gonna take a swig and say, there has to be some way, right?
You can go around a crystal formation.
Yeah.
It is not.
No, it's not just.
It is not the entire horizon's worth. It is a actually fairly small area. You guys just went
Oh.
to explore it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
Also, Nameless mentioned that we could see tracks leaving town, so we could probably just follow those.
Well, the tracks go straight through the area. I will mention that for my wizard, that you did notice that once they hit the spot where you found Kindle's corpse, they then, instead of being interrupted by the crystals, had to go around the crystals.
You
So
Does
wizard.
some of them go
Crystals
around, some of them go through?
around Kindle.
So the ones that up until Kindle's corpse are they are interrupted, like the footprints happened before the crystals happened. And then when you hit the center, it goes to they all go around and are no longer being interrupted, which means they had to go through the crystals.
I think I know what happened.
Do you?
Maybe. I think that version of Kindle was alive until the host arrived, and then there was some sort of little mini conflict. And then as part of his death, the formation of crystals was created.
Kindle, roll me a sanity check real quick.
She might have should have said that through message.
So, on hearing that, Kindle, you're kind of like not in your right mind at the moment. You need to go find your dad. And you know he is past this formation. He is somewhere on the other side. Doesn't matter if you go around it, go through it, doesn't matter. You need to get past it. He is somewhere up ahead.
In that case, he kind of starts struggling against Koros. It's like, I need to go find him.
Both
I
of
need to
you,
go find him.
both of you roll a opposed strength check.
Just to check.
I believe athletics would be. Both of you roll athletics.
Yep, that's strength. Sorry.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because athletics
Well, it would have
would
been
just added more.
Okay. Well, it would have been a 20 no matter what, because, barbarian shenanigans.
Coral, you want to see if you can beat that with another 20?
Likely not, but
Well, we might as well at least see what would... Yeah, no. Your barbarian has taken off at full tilt.
Okay, and he's going around.
Can I... Wait, how fast is he running?
Full tilt.
Okay.
He
So-
has thrown all caution to the wind, does not care about his own personal health. He needs to get somewhere, and that's all you know.
Can I catch up to him?
Roll
Yeah.
athletics.
No.
Yeah, athletics.
No. Arya is a monk that at 19th level.
Hold
They
on.
are faster.
Can I use a lucky point?
Hold on, I was listening to what Nez was saying.
Oh.
Arya is a monk. Their speed is like double.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm faster than him.
I am.
Is your speed-
I am also faster than him, but not as fast as Arya.
I got like 60 feet.
Okay,
Exactly.
60 feet. Mine's 40, so...
Yeah, so Arya
Okay,
can-
and I'm matching.
for the sake of it, if we were to measure it in turns, he would be basically taking the dash action every turn.
So he's moving
so
80 feet
80
per turn, and
And I would be taking my dash action to try to catch up to him. So 120 then,
yes,
right?
I am saying this more for the rest of the party.
Oh,
Yeah. So we know roughly where they catch up ish. I don't know.
so what happens then?
you catch up easily.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use this. I'm gonna spend a key point and stunning strike him.
You need to punch him to do that.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna punch him.
Oh boy.
I have no issue
Actually,
with it.
I'm gonna slap him. And then I'm gonna do that.
What is your AC?
Mine. 33.
Wait. 33. Even if I did that, it wouldn't matter. It would be 32 at most.
Well, Melrose is also going to give chase, but I don't think I'm any faster than Kindle.
What is your movement speed?
It's also 40.
Yeah, given the head start, he would stay just ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm not catching up, but I'm pursuing at least.
So that leaves the wizard and the cleric. The majority of your party took off at a dead sprint. What do?
What's your speed?
30.
Watch Ice actually try to walk there.
Yeah.
How fast are you?
Medium fast.
Picks you up and runs
But
with you.
This party.
Just straight up holding you like a footballer, just running.
Gotta grab the nerd.
Yeah. I mean, Phoenix can be the fastest in the party because she has teleport, but you know.
Context.
Yeah, I believe actual teleport requires quite a bit of setup, though. If I remember for the...
It is one action, but it's heckin' real expensive.
Well, yeah, that too. Don't you need, like, a ring for the, like, in that... Or am I thinking of teleportation? Is there a teleportation circle?
Yeah, there's that. She doesn't have that, though. That's like how you set up a permanent little teleporter pad.
How far does
I mean,
teleport work?
Teleport can go
anywhere you
anywhere, but
want.
teleport circle is like a defined location that you can guarantee to go to.
Yeah.
Hearthstone.
I couldn't remember there is so many spells that are basically just I go here when I feel like it.
Yeah,
there's
a lot
like
of them.
there's Misty Step.
Dimension Door.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Misty Step.
There's
Blink.
Blink.
Wait, no, Blink does something else.
Yeah, Blink is. Yeah.
Is that a? Is
You
that a
shift
dodge
into
in
the
this one?
astral realm, I think.
Yeah, see, it puts you on the astral plane to make you not a valid target when it's not your turn.
Yeah,
That's-
basically.
That's cheating.
Kind of.
So, Kindle is running full bore.
So you don't know, like, what you don't see the same things that everybody else is seeing right now. What you see is a world that looks like it has been freshly attacked. Like there's still like active fires going on that are like raging rather than just smoldering. The landscape doesn't look horribly different compared to like what it is now. It is still kind of burnt to a crisp, but it is a bit more like lively. There's a much more fresh evidence of the army that came through, and you know that you need to warn your dad. It takes roughly about an hour and a half of running, which you for those that continue at the full bore sprint, you will take a level of exhaustion for, which would be I would assume primarily Kindle. I don't know. Does Monk have something that would prevent that?
No, not exhaustion.
I mean, technically, Arya isn't going at a full sprint. They are going like halfway between a sprint and just a normal walk. So that's like more of a jog.
Yeah.
Then I don't. I'm not gonna impose the exhaustion on you. Mel, on the other hand, who can not quite keep up, like Mel is going the same pace but just behind everybody. If you keep up the sprint the whole time as well, you will take the level of exhaustion.
Well, I can't lose sight of them.
So,
Can I? That would kind of be a little meta. Never mind.
but eventually you guys come to like the lip of a massive crater. There is what appears to be dozens of corpses kind of laid flat against the wall of the crater. They are also burnt beyond recognition. Mel, you can attempt to roll, we'll say medicine, to try and see if you can identify what they are.
Okay. Oh, that's a bad roll.
Well, the vast majority of them are equine in nature and bigger than you are. As in, like, taller.
Oh.
We're talking, like, nebula-sized.
Oh.
They also appear to be largely... Some of them seem to have the remains of horns and wings. A lot of them are missing all of that. But given the appearance of the force of the blast that caused this crater, it is kind of hard to tell, like, if they had them to begin with and they just got removed in the explosion.
Yeah. That.
Eventually, Coral catches up.
I would say this is about the point that you do.
Oh boy. That was a lot of running.
Yeah, Kindle is just focused on everything in the crater.
So, when you get to the center of the crater, you find a singular Kirin corpse. It has also been impaled, but by crystals, but the formation is much smaller, and by the looks of it, they put up a much greater fight. You recognize this to be the remains of your father.
Oh no.
Kindle just walks up to it.
Roll a sanity saving throw for me. You come somewhat back to reality, but you can't help but feel this lingering feeling of this was your fault. You should have been here to warn him. You should have made it faster.
Bill's just kind of like, as he's staring at the body, he's thinking, is that why I was trying to run away? Was I trying to get here? Or did I run away? No, there's no way I would have run away. I would have come here. I would have fought with mine.
Pearl comes down to him. Okay. 3 things. Ouch. Ouch for you. And holy fuck.
Holy fuck, coming from a cleric is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's an unholy cleric right there.
I don't know. With her deity,
There.
it's basically holy words.
I'm walk over there to Kendo as well. Who is this?
This was Zerket, the Flame Singer. My father.
Oh.
I'm gonna take a look at the crystals that he's impaled on.
Same red color. They somehow managed to hold a beauty and sheen that feels almost unnatural, much like the ones that you were impaled by.
Is there a way for me to possibly lift the body off the crystals?
You can roll sleight of hand to try and do so without further destroying the body.
Could I attempt to use telekinesis to assist?
But you would still need to roll the sleight of hand.
Alright.
It's a dexterity check, essentially.
Nope.
Ouch.
I just destroyed the body, didn't I?
Yeah, you managed to make the already gaping wounds even larger, and one of his limbs falls off.
But I did get the body off, right?
No.
What are you doing, Kendall?
Well, right up before I fucked up, he deserves a better burial.
I understand. I'm going to move the take the body off then.
You would also need to roll sleight of hand.
Finally, I get to use this. Really?
Your sleight of hand is
Can I use-
shockingly low.
Could I use a lucky point for this?
You are welcome to, yes.
Okay.
You use those a lot.
I only have like 2 left now. Well, that's all I can do.
Stand aside.
Can I use
Does he lose
guidance and fly as well?
Did
Telekinesis.
he lose
guidance.
another hand?
I'm still going to require the sleight of hand roll, because the sleight of hand roll is essentially the. Good fucking god. Why do you have a 13?
Because she has proficiency.
Jesus Christ,
Nameless.
Ice.
She's a wizard. She has to have good penmanship.
Yeah, I'm sure this body has already lost like 2 limbs, Nameless. Please let it rest.
She is
Okay.
very good at her telekinesis.
So you are able to remove the remains with that?
Mhm.
The corpse is very much in a bad condition.
Yeah.
So I will also note that the Neric burial rites are the whole launch them out on a boat and set the boat on fire burial rites.
Right.
Well, we sort of have a boat.
Yeah, but
Can we,
how far back is it?
can we
Quite a ways.
can we set him on like a piece of wood and light that on fire? Would that count?
That would be enough to satisfy the traditions of the Kirin.
Okay.
Yeah, that would probably be what Kendall would try and set up. Also, Kendall's gonna kind of also be looking around. If I recall correctly, he had a mask and an axe.
You do not see these items.
By the way, I'm also not gonna say anything about the whole ritual or whatever it is, putting him on wood, because my character doesn't know anything about that. That
Yeah.
was out of character.
Kendall would.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kindlewood.
Phoenix is just gonna
Okay.
carry them out of the crystal formation. Leave the rites to.
The crystal formation is the size of a small bush.
Okay, so moves them over a couple meters for now, at least.
I'm gonna inspect the crystals.
So they look the exact same as the ones from the other formation, though this one being smaller.
Can
Well,
I do
you-
like?
Coral sounded like she wanted to do a thing.
Okay.
Some wood, but I'm not sure if it's enough. No, like genuinely, I don't know. It's not that much wood. I got it from when I was breaking apart freeing the drum.
I mean, you don't have a lot of wood in the area either, so you're gonna have to make do with what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any wood
Kendall.
would help.
Yeah, Kendall tells them about the need for a pyre. Which I'd basically be asking for wood.
I got torches, tinderbox.
Hey, Phoenix,
Yeah.
you know fabricate?
She does not.
Weren't we talking about fabricate like last session?
Yeah.
Otto has it.
Auto.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Phoenix has wish. But at that point, we might as well just teleport back to the boat or something.
Yeah, and I don't have any wood on me either.
Oh. Maybe the little wood we have might be enough. Nothing else. Symbolism.
Coral gives the wood and the torches.
Kendall sets it all up, but he doesn't touch the torches and kind of takes position. He starts doing the rites, and as you see him doing the rites, you see him slowly light himself on fire, turning into his Neric form. And pretty much as he's finishing the rites, you can see him just turn really, really pissed off. And you hear him say, "I will avenge you. I will avenge us." And with that, he uses... If I can find the stupid thing. Breath of the Flame Singer to set the pyre and the body on fire. Just kind of see it as like this one continuous flame for like 10 seconds.
Okay. You are able to get a decent burn going between the corpse and the little bits of wood that you did manage to collect. As you're watching the pyre burn, you do get bits and pieces of memories that are both they're distant. It's like you're looking through it through a broken mirror, and you do remember that he was one of the most important people in your life, but at the same time, you and him did not always see eye to eye due to the fact that, you're the son of one of the most important Kirin that isn't a deity. And this particular day that you and him were talking, you had felt particularly uppity and were trying to be rebellious, only to find yourself regretting it.
As he's watching the body burn, and he's getting these memories come in, the flame slowly just kind of puts itself out. This was my fault. I should have been here. I should have been here. I must have gone out to try and deal with the threat myself. Probably ignored his advice. Stay here, bring the battle to them, or bring the battle to us. And just... Why did I have to be so stupid?
Kendall?
I think Melrose is gonna walk over behind Kindle and give him like a pat on the back, and then sort of like a side hug.
I'm gonna walk over.
He takes his eyes off the flame briefly and looks at Melrose. Thanks.
Eye contact. It wasn't your fault. Don't be too hard on yourself. You can... You're still here, right? You can always do more.
Technically, I'm a couple miles from here, but I get the sentiment.
Besides, Kendall, you don't know what happened.
Yeah. A battle. Battle we might have stood a chance with if I had been by my father's side.
Might have doesn't mean anything unless you have all the facts first, right?
You don't know that.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I'm gonna have to go find the answers from wherever that host went. Start ripping them apart if I have to.
And that needs to be our next goal.
Yep. He gets up, But before he starts walking away from the entire thing, he goes back and he looks at the crystals. You're at fault here. I know how. I don't know how, but you are. And you dared defile my father's corpse. And with that, he takes up his sword and just slams down on it.
What? The crystal?
Yes.
Give me just a sec. Roll me some damage.
Okay.
Not an attack roll?
It's a
Hard to
stationary
miss
object. I'm not
Yeah, hard
too
to miss
concerned.
Stationary objects have AC.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Want more?
The crystals remain defiant to your assault.
Kind of with that, he just gets royally pissed off again, bursts into flame again, and then just starts absolutely wailing on it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Pearl gets closer to check the crystals, despite, Daenerys going wailing on them at the moment.
Roll me a advantaged religion.
$25.
So you don't. It takes you a minute to think about like what you were taught in your time that you spent with Shadowfire, but suddenly it dawns on you that you do recognize these crystals, and it's not a great sign. They are very reminiscent of the images that you saw of Sol Tenebris.
Sorry.
And
Go on.
the information that you have about him is that he is a god of corruption, and he essentially, when he first rose to power, changed the face of the world as it was known at the time that he was in power.
Portal backs up in shock and fear, and she's just like, oh. Fuck, that explains too much. That explains too much.
Kind of, as he's wailing on the thing, he slightly picks that up, and right as he's about to swing one more time, he stops. What were you saying, Coral?
When Coral makes eye contact with you, she looks like she's in total fear for a moment before, like, kind of shaking, like, a little bit of it off. She's still scared, but not, like, total fear at the moment. And she says, yeah, I knew there was a reason why these crystals were familiar. I don't know if I told you about it, but, know anything about Sol Tenebris?
Roll me a sanity check, Cold.
Sanity check or sanity throw? Throw.
Check.
Sanity, okay. Oh, you want the check?
Yes.
Okay, that is the sanity check.
For the rest of y'all, he just breaks into a frothing rage and goes to town on the crystals again. For you, Kindle, you are hit with a wave of memories that they didn't know about the fight, your father. He did not have any clue that the fight was going to happen. You were just pissed off at him because he was telling you weren't ready to be a true Path of the Neric barbarian. You are not ready to become the Flame Singer. And, uppity child that you were like, I'm gonna go prove myself, and go running off into the wild blue yonder with no clue where you were headed. And that's when the Nightmare hosts arrived and basically swept across the countryside in a wave of death. They left nothing alive behind them. And you did attempt to come back and warn your father, but Sol Tenebris himself recognized you, which is why you had such a fancy tomb. And you remember the very last thing that you saw and heard as you were dying was Sol Tenebris taunting you that not only would he slaughter your people, but he would make sure that your father paid extra dearly for the insubordination of his son.
It sounds like none of us know how to respond to that.
Well, right now he's just wailing on the thing. Full Neric, just absolutely frothing rage. It is not stopping.
Yeah, did we all get that, or was it just him?
No, it was just him.
Okay.
The sanity check was to see if he could hold it together, which a 6 does not hold it together.
Kendall, that's enough.
It probably doesn't help that he actively entered a rage, like, right before that, so he was already mad.
Yes. It raised it from what I was going to put at a 10 to a 15.
Yeah.
Gosh. I'm gonna walk over to Kendall. Kendall, that's enough.
It's not gonna work.
He doesn't even recognize that you're even there.
I'm also going to I'm going to point out that he is a flaming ball of anger and hatred, and basically has a blade that he can turn into a chain whip. That he's swinging. Yeah, so you don't want to get too close.
I was just gonna dodge it if he swings it at me, but yeah, it's probably a good idea.
He wouldn't swing it at you, but it doesn't mean he can't hit you with it.
Yeah.
I'm also going to point out that people in this kind of state, if you go to actively touch them while they are actively trying to take out their anger on something, will probably take a swing at you as well. So I am trying to prevent.
I got it, Nameless. I got it. You're saying don't interact with him while he's like this.
I'm not saying don't interact with him. I'm just trying to prevent the. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to get my head chopped off if I went and grabbed him.
Yeah, we don't need a blind monk.
I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking about just stunning him, but then I was like, no, that's gonna start a whole fight.
Yeah, plus 33 armor class.
Yeah.
33 armor class, and he's not in his right mind right now. He literally just found out who killed him, how he died, why he died, and who killed his dad.
There's only one person that can stop him and calm him down then. I look at Coral. I hate to ask this, but can you do something?
Why are you asking Quarrel?
Coral
Is it-
gets up and drags Arya away. Trust me. Just let him get this out of his system. For now, at least. And we'll talk to him in a few. Don't rush it. Don't.
Alright. Fine. Bunnies are weird.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised that Ice hasn't piped up yet.
Does Phoenix know who Sultaniverse is?
Roll me a history at disadvantage.
That would be a 18.
So, you've heard mentions of the name, but not really like you heard it in reference to an event called the Shattering, as well as an event like you've heard that whoever he was, he caused mass genocide when he existed, and then he just disappeared one day with no explanation. And it was shortly after that that Grogar Grogar rose to power.
Man, I remember when Grogu rose to power. Gosh, crazy shit.
Yeah, Baby Yoda was an absolute tyrant.
Yeah.
You guys know what I meant.
Anyways, to Phoenix, just let Kindle do his thing. But she has her own experiments to do. Because she wants to try out different damage types on the crystals, because they sure don't seem to care about whatever Kindle's doing.
Yes, currently they're not even taking any damage from a physical perspective.
Yeah.
How about once I start actually putting my fire magic into it?
Nope.
Okay.
These were used to kill a Kieran, not just that a Flame Singer, so maybe that's to be expected.
Yeah. They probably don't care about physical or fire. How about a little bit of force?
Swish.
Swish! It's a fun flavoring.
Hey, Hardy's. Give space-time a hearty swish wherever it hits.
Yep.
What is this spell? Oh, Ray of Sickness.
Yeah.
It does not actually do anything that you can tell.
Oh, so the crystal doesn't switch?
No, the crystal did not swish.
Oh.
What are you
Well, it might have
doing,
visibly
Phoenix?
swished, but it hasn't changed shape or anything permanently. That is force out.
Looks like Phoenix has taken a book from a page from Kendall's book.
How about
No.
just normal ray of sickness? How do we like poison?
Poison the crystal. That's
Wait,
crazy.
you can
That's
cast
wild.
normal versions of spells too?
Of course.
I'm a poison that crystal.
No.
You never know.
What were you saying,
Phoenix?
Coral?
Whatever the heck Phoenix is doing, it's not the same. Phoenix, what are you doing?
Experiments.
Yes, Ray of Sickness does also not. It also does not do damage to the crystals.
Well, that one is force as well. But we can do a little bit of
Do you even know who Sultaniverse is?
a big bad a long time ago.
A god.
And
those petty spells won't work.
Nameless. If
Has something like destructive wave or something.
Nameless, if I attack a crystal for what's his name? Phoenix. For her experiment. Can I apply well that's automatically applied, so I'm gonna attack one crystal and use and since that would apply, would that do anything?
I think that's basically the same as what Kindle's doing.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
basically the same as what Kindle's doing.
Hinder. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I mean, the difference there is it's bludgeoning instead of slashing, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really wanting to try, you can roll Arcana for our wizard and religion for our cleric.
Yeah. The wizard wants to know how to kill a god.
Andy, nat
We'll figure
20s.
out how to kill a god.
Fuck!
So you may not necessarily kill a god with it, but given that this is an evil deity, radiant damage is more likely to be something that you can use against them, since necrotic is more up their alley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She figured she just hadn't gotten to Radiant yet.
I mean,
I will also note that I use necrotic in place of negative energy because apparently D&D didn't need that anymore.
Yeah.
it's actually worth noting in 3.5, inflict wounds, which is the opposite of cure wounds, does do negative energy to hurt, and that's necrotic.
Yes.
Anymore. Yeah. Now it's basically necrotic is negative and radiant is positive.
I
Exactly.
actually question though, is radiant good aligned? Because I always assumed it was
It is
just godly.
creation aligned.
Okay.
It's basically, if you look at it from like a planar perspective, radiant is what happens when the plane of creation or just whatever meshes with the plane of elemental fire.
So
What the
for Quarrel,
plane is called. Yeah.
when it comes to what you're looking at right now, these crystal formations are very stout when it comes to like how much they can take, and you remember Shadowfire telling you a story about them using the same crystal formation to trap him in another world, and that it takes quite a bit of effort to actually break them. Now, the ones that he is adorned with aren't quite the same, but the ones that are separate from him are very difficult to break, if not impossible without significant effort.
You can keep wailing on these all you want, but chances of you breaking them are extremely slim, even with the right type. And then you use it just to burn off energy.
I mean, it's a perfectly fine punching bag for Kindle, but it's kind of a waste of effort for your wizard.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So do we just sit here singing Kumbaya while we wait for Kindle to finish up?
That's a good idea.
You all have horrible singing voices.
I didn't mean it literally.
You haven't heard me sing.
You distance that. Just gives a side eye.
I'll have you know, my OC is a good singer.
No, really. Let's hear your OC sing.
Well, you see, I am not my OC, so I cannot provide that service. I would need to hire a voice actor.
So, has Kendall had a good flailing session?
Yeah, at about this point, he's cooling down, quote unquote. But once he does finally stop wailing on them, he has not put himself out.
Especially since I'm pretty sure that's the third time he's done that today, so that means he will be out of rages.
Well, it also goes to the barbarian class. There's a thing that once you hit 15, you control your rage.
Yes, you can be basically permanently rage, but I'm pretty sure you still have like a limited number of them.
Yeah, 6. I have 4.
Wait, what level are we at right now?
19.
19.
Okay.
Yes.
I said that earlier.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, after the this Dread Realm, you will be level 20.
Yay.
But,
kind of. Yeah, you can tell he has calmed down a lot, but he is still beyond pissed off. And eventually he just kind of puts his sword away, and he actually kind of slowly walks up to Nebula. Do you remember any of this?
she shakes her head, looking somewhat sad, and then asks, "Well, if you and your father are deceased, whose Dread Realm is this? This is obviously not mine."
It's obviously not mine. My father, he was one of the most powerful. But not necessarily the most powerful. Did he serve someone? Did we serve someone?
Roll a disadvantaged intelligence check.
Nope.
The answer is yes. That is all you're getting. You did, in fact, serve someone.
Okay, that's about as much as I needed. Yeah, we did serve someone. All the memories that come back, I don't remember anything about him, or them, or whatever. The only thing we can do now is just keep going. And kind of with that, he still in his rage, still completely in his Neric form, just starts following the trail again.
Okay. So, does everybody follow the suddenly determined Neric?
Why not?
I don't know about suddenly, it's just he finally figured out a productive thing to do.
Touche. I will give you that. He is done beating on the nigh indestructible crystal and has now decided to go do something useful.
Yes.
He's glad that he's probably lucky that, he has a magic weapon that is not going to just shatter on it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that would have seriously at least dulled any other thing into non-use.
with the way that he was wailing on that, I would have straight up said it would have eventually shattered it. He is a barbarian. If it was just some mundane sword, he would have a sword piece. Magical weapons, it would have dulled. The level of cursed weapon he is carrying, on the other hand, is enough to hold its edge. Anyways. So, as you guys continue, you come across what appears to be, like, in the distance, a large, almost city-like structure. It seems more permanent than the remains of the villages that you've come across. Like, if you had to, like, hazard a guess, most of those villages would have been made of wood, thatch, stuff like that. Like, pretty, like, cheap, lightweight materials compared to the stone structures you are seeing up ahead. The place is still, like, in a state of ruin. It looks like the place has been burnt out, where there would have been wood shingles or thatch roofs. There is none. The majority of what's standing of the stone structures are badly damaged, some of them kind of crumbling at the damage that they have taken. But the main structure that catches your eye is an especially large one that appears, if you guys have seen like a Viking longhouse type deal, but like big, like a mead hall type situation, but largely made of stone. Like this was a permanent structure.
Oh, Whiterun, but stone. Got it.
Pretty much. And it would appear that is where you need to head. That being said, the DM needs some time to prepare some better maps for that. So we are going to go ahead and pin it here, especially since we've gotten so much story mileage out of today's session. We're about an hour and a half in. Like I said, I just need a little time to like find maps and tokens for the upcoming battle. Spoiler alert, there is going to be a fight. But for those of you that may or may not be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. We will be doing a stream after this on Twitch, so if you're interested to come hang out with us there, I more than encourage it. We have recently hit 200 followers, and we're trying to get to partner eventually, so any and all viewership is very much appreciated. Until then, Monday we will be doing starting up with the usual schedule again. This upcoming Friday is the Alicorn Discusses stream, and until then, I hope to see you guys again soon for the Twitch streams. Big thank you to my priest tier patron Cameo Shadowness, and thank you to any of my other supporters from anywhere from Twitch to YouTube memberships, all of that good stuff. Like, any and all support helps me continue doing what I am doing, and I could not do it without y'all's help. Until then, everyone have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to drink water.
See you later.
Bye, hydrate.